Good morning and welcome to the weekly Inner Circle update. I'm going to begin with one of the stock positions, SPPI Spectrum. Had a power play buy on Wednesday that was also a breakout, and we surged higher into Thursday and Friday. Had some positive news on some phase 2 drug trials. We have a partial profit taking point at $19.20, which is in it as a GTC. Moving on to the indexes, end of month, end of quarter on Friday, had a bit of window dressing and we closed at new all-time highs. As you can see, there is no resistance, so don't stand in front of the truck. Dow didn't quite make it, but again, as you can see, no resistance. The leader is small caps, and this is the Russell Index Futures. Had a very unusual signal in a power play buy at new highs, and we've sort of edged higher after that, but this is definitely the leader. In contrast, the Nasdaq continues to lag. We did have a stepping process of the minor downtrend end earlier on in the week. Still got that weekly resistance at 6,027, so that's a focal point for this week, especially as we have payrolls on Friday. DAX has also got its happy boots on, but one thing to remember is we had a major resistance move to the top of the trend, namely this monthly level. So 12,935 is a very important level. Would expect the market to at least pause there, and then we'll see what happens. Not the same story on Eurostoxx. The monthly level is still below price, and there is no immediate resistance as we closed above a minor daily level on Friday. The FTSE finds itself in a similar position to the DAX in that a monthly level has moved to the top. There's some minor resistances there up to 74.85, 71.53. The low from a couple of weeks ago has now been confirmed as a weekly support. Moving on to currencies, sometimes easy when you read the news and see what's happened over the weekend in Spain to get overly negative on Europe, and the euro is down early on, but the response is somewhat muted. We still have this downside target of 116.17. The 1861 level is both a daily level and a half-day intraday resistance. Dollar index had a bit of a retracement into the end of the week, up overnight, and we still have this 93.86 weekly level as a focal point. The real key level below is 92.15, which is the monthly support. Pretty quiet on the pound. Had a bear cage signal followed by a UFO previous week, and we're just drifting lower, 131.52. The initial focus, but the major levels are nowhere near. So Aussie dollar has also been under pressure, but pretty close to a major point at 77.79, so only about 50 ticks away. Would expect some sort of reaction if and when it gets there. Canadian dollar futures, so the inverse of the spot. Thing I'm highlighting here is the break of that monthly level. We respected it for one day, now we've taken it out, so 80.64 is a pretty important level on any bounce. Also connects with spot. We have an opportunity to close above that monthly level at 124.60. Currently 40 ticks above that. Finally, dollar yen, pretty subdued last week, but as you can see, no resistance. Daily level at 111.72, so just over 100 below where we are now. I must admit, when I woke up, I would have assumed that gold was up due to what's been going on over the weekend, and it's down, which highlights the problems that gold has had. Still under the influence of that sell time continuation at the weekly level. took out the monthly level, had one short covering binge, 1262, very important. Moving across to crude, crude remains in a breakout as long as it remains above 51.11, which is a very important point. Pretty subdued after that spike higher on Thursday that was rejected. That was a UFO, and also a stepping process ended. Moving on to interest rates, Treasury bonds failed perfectly at the first major resistance at 155.01 last week. Been under pressure ever since. Again, wouldn't have been surprised to see them up overnight, but they're down. Minor support begins at 150.30. Similar situation with the 10-year note. It took out a daily level on Friday and is extending lower. The thing to note there is how distant support happens to be. So the themes for the week: interest rates still going up, so bond markets looking to go down. Equities no resistance in the States, and the dollar still in breakout mode, as is crude. Okay, thanks very much.